Hello, I watched the Banshees of Inisherin tonight, set on Irish island, sort of at the time of the Irish Civil War, I believe in the 19th century or early 20th century, probably somewhere in there. That shows you exactly how ignorant I am. Colin Firth, Brendan Gleeson as friends. Colin a dim man, a boring man, maybe. Good-hearted, a good guy, with a pet pet donkey, Jenny. Brendan Gleeson, uh, a musician, writes songs, and one day decides he doesn't want to be friends. He doesn't want Colin Firth's character to talk to him ever again. That he only has a certain amount of time left, and he's wasting it by talking to him. And that really hurts him. And he continues to talk to him. And Brendan Gleeson says, "Look, if you talk to me again, I will cut off a finger on my fiddle, my kind of the fingering board hand. And if you do it again, I'll cut off all of my fingers." And he doesn't make it out with all his fingers by the end of the movie. Let's just say that. And there's a sister who lives with Colin, who is smart, intelligent, and is sort of dying by slow degrees on this island, it seems. But loves her brother, wants to kind of be with him, take care of him in a way, knows that he's sort of dependent, especially now that he's been cut off from his friend. And it goes from there, and it goes in some really dark places. There's a young man whose father's a policeman who is fiddling with him, as they say, physically, sexually abusing him, which is very much kind of just like, oh, that's one of those things that's happening, and it's open, and this policeman is a brute who punches people, beats his son as well as other people, and just sort of unthing. And there's this civil war going on the mainland. It doesn't seem to touch this island, except what's happening on this island seems to touch it. There's the thing of a civil war is when you set fire to your own house, and everyone burns. Everyone is horribly injured in it. And it's like it has very funny moments in it, this movie. It has very sad moments in it. There's like palpable grief. There's some point where she says, like, aren't you lonely? And sister says, like, aren't you lonely? And he says, lonely, and walks away. But it's like there's a certain kind of a loneliness that suffuses that character. And Brendan Gleeson, his thing of niceness isn't enough, that he wants something that's going to create something that's going to last, which is an interesting thing for an artist to put in a movie. It's like, I don't have time for dull niceness. I am going to create something which is both highly pompous and assholish, and there's something about kind of the impulse of I want to make something, which I can kind of, in my own dim and faltering way, I can appreciate. So, the movie ended, and I was kind of like, oh, so it doesn't end on a happy note, and maybe there is no niceness. Maybe that gets killed in the process of the movie. Not everybody makes it out of this movie, and that kind of hits on various different people. Yeah. I mean, it's a civil war. It's a war going on here. And it's an examination of that, and it's sort of some kind of odd expression of that on a very personal level, which is bound to unsettle you and stick the knife in and twist. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the Banshees of Inisherin. It's very, very interesting work, you know. It's like, is this going to be one of these twee, quirky, Irish village with lots of quirky characters? And in a way, there is that, but it's also, no. This is the fucking place where everyone fucking knows your business and is into all of your business and opens your mail, and judges you and is moralistic. And you can't get away. You just can't seem to get away from them ever. It's that too. So yeah. All right. I'll leave it there. More videos later.